Knowledge is easy to get. Information is everywhere. But wisdom is more rare. Wisdom takes time and work. And wisdom is much more valuable. How can we become wiser? Let's talk about it. Hi there, meditator. Welcome to episode 89 of Master Your Mind Daily, your daily source of inspiration for all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dinstmann. I'm the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of liveinhthere.com, one of the top 5 most read meditation blogs on the web. And today we're talking about wisdom, the virtue of wisdom. What is wisdom and why is it valuable? Wisdom is being able to know who you are, to understand yourself deeply. What makes you tick? Why do you do what you do? Why do you react the way you react? What are you seeking in life? What truly makes you happy? And what are the traps for you on your path? Wisdom is also to have a deep insight into the nature of things. So there are many levels to this. When we say that a person has business wisdom, we mean that he understands deeply how business works. He can see things beyond the surface. If a person has wisdom in relationships, that person can really connect with people very deeply, understand what they need and what they mean and what they feel, and understand what type of things will lead to good results or bad results in relationships or in business. And when we say that a person is spiritually wise, is that he understands spirituality. He understands the nature of things, of life, of happiness, of peace, how to achieve these things. What should we aim for in our life? What type of teachings are helpful? When? And for what type of person? So wisdom is understanding the nature of things deeply, beyond the surface. It's understanding the nature of yourself, who you are in essence, and who you are also as a personality, as an ego, as an individual in the world. And wisdom is that practical knowledge that allows us to live better day by day. One of the differences between wisdom and knowledge is that wisdom allows you to live better. And by living better, I mean living a life that is more purposeful, more meaningful, and also living with greater well-being, more peace of mind, more happiness, more purpose. So how do we develop wisdom? Wisdom is developed mostly through 3 things. The first one is deep thinking. And thinking takes effort, it takes time. Everyone who has any level of wisdom in anything has spent time thinking again and again about the same topics. And the more you do that, the more you start seeing connections that you couldn't see before. And you start understanding things more deeply. It's really spending time with yourself, with your thoughts, so that you can clarify them, so that you can deepen them, and so that your vision is more sharp. Then you can see things more clearly and develop wisdom. The second aspect to developing wisdom is learning. Now, learning can lead to wisdom, or learning can lead to only an enriched memory, only information. So it depends how you learn. And learning can happen through books, podcasts, articles, satsangs, interviews, one-on-one meeting, mentoring, coaching. There are many different ways to learn. But if we want our learning to lead to wisdom, we need to be very selective of the sources that we learn from, and also the attitude that we bring into the learning. And I talked about this a few days ago in the video about the story of the Zen and the empty cup, the full cup. And third, wisdom is developed by self-reflection. Again, by feeling at ease, spending time with yourself, spending time alone from time to time, and thinking about your life, thinking about you. Getting more acquainted with your mind, with how it works. And of course, meditation is a powerful tool for that self-awareness, for that self-reflection. Is this resonating so far? Are you seeing the value of wisdom in your life? And it says that wisdom comes with time. Yes, time is important because wisdom does not come quickly. But just the passage of time is not enough to bring wisdom. There needs to be the willingness to learn. There needs to be the patience to stay with a problem for long enough. There needs to be clarity of mind, sharpness of mind, and the right attitude, asking yourself the right questions. Then, if you have these things, as time passes, you will develop wisdom. And you will love this virtue more than any other. Because with it comes so many things. So how meditation helps you to develop wisdom? First is by allowing your mind to be more calm and collected. And that type of mind, the calm, centered, focused mind, is the mind that can become wise, is the mind that can look deeply, think properly, question assumptions, and see unlikely relationships between ideas, and really develop wisdom. It's very hard to develop wisdom if your mind is agitated or unclear or full of noise. The second way that meditation helps developing wisdom is that it gives you insight into the nature of your mind, how it works, how you work. And when you understand your own mind, you understand other people's minds and behaviors. Not in the sense that you know what they're thinking, but in the sense that you know what makes people think. Thank you, Rupa. The third way is that meditation sharpens your self-awareness. That's connected to insight. All right, you become more aware of, you will see why you're doing certain things and you didn't know before. And when you see that, then a new door of understanding, of possibility opens for you. And then finally, and this may sound a bit woo-woo for some people, but meditation helps you develop intuition. Intuition, which is that ability to know things without knowing how you know them. It's the knowledge that comes immediately without being the product of analytical thinking. And that starts happening more and more as you deepen in meditation. Now, in a way, everything that I do, everything that I teach is about wisdom. And meditation is the means for that. But if you want to receive some practical wisdom exercises every week, then you can join my free newsletter and live in there. Or any of my courses will contain some elements of wisdom in it. I hope you have found this helpful. So, in summary, knowledge is easy to get and information is everywhere. But wisdom takes time and takes self-reflection to come. Wisdom is the ability we have to understand ourselves more deeply, to understand life more deeply, to understand any area, any problem more deeply, beyond the surface, to question assumptions, and to see and understand things in a way that we can live better. Wisdom is always practical. It leads us to living a life that has more purpose, more meaning, and more well-being, peace, and contentment. Socrates said that an unexamined life is not worth living. And I agree, because the unexamined life has no wisdom. Wisdom comes with three things: deep thinking, learning from wise people, and self-reflection or self-awareness. And my invitation for you today is to create some time, create some space in your life for wisdom to flourish and to incline your mind to these matters. So that's what I had prepared for today. I am eager to hear what you're going to do with this information so that it actually turns into wisdom. Happy growing.